caravan. Alonzo Mourning and Patrick Ewing rooting for their good friend Dikembe Mutombo as he has made it to the NBA Finals this time around. Lakers by 4. We'll be right back. We are coming up on 10 p.m. here in the East as you take a look at the First Union Center in Philadelphia. Whenever the Goodyear blimp is overhead, you know you're going to get a unique view. It's the Blimp Spirit of Goodyear, based near Akron, Ohio, home of the world headquarters for the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company.
And when Kobe's got the ball, he's going to get a good view of Sixer defenders. Look at all the attention that he draws. Horace Grant just outfights 4 Sixers for the loose basketball, and you know what that ends up in, don't you? That means 2 guys are open on the perimeter. Who wants to shoot it? Either Shaw or Ori. He kicks the ball out to Shaw. He makes the extra pass, and Robert Ori hits the 3. That went the lead from 3 to 6. That was a big shot.
3 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. Ori taking to the rim. Robert Ori. Looks like he may have pulled something in the process. That's the Robert Ori of several years back.
The one that we saw when he played for the Rockets and against Orlando in the finals.
Iverson finding Hill, who blows the stuff. 78-72 Lakers. O'Neal off the fake. O'Neal on the putback.
See, it's hard for Dikembe to make that second effort. Shaquille is so much quicker with his second jump, so Dikembe did a nice job. He just couldn't get to the second effort, and Shaq just beat him to the basketball.
So unusual to see a man 7-1 be able to go up on a second and sometimes a third time. Here's Hill, he is hurting the Sixers here. Tyrone Hill has had a very difficult series. Missed the layup a moment ago. And nice play by Bell. Iverson sweeping and fouled by Shaw. Tyrone Hill upset with himself.
Well, Tyrone Hill went for the steal, and he opened up the play for Ori. And when you're going to go in to play against Mutombo, you have got to go in strong and finish it. Now, Tyrone Hill is just so anxious right now. He's trying so hard. He misses the dunk off the back of the rim, and then Shaq comes back. Now watch his second effort. The shot goes up. Dikembe out of the picture. There is Shaq. One more jump and the dunk before Dikembe could react to it. Marv, it's a great call on your part. How many big guys with that kind of power and size can get that second jump that quickly?
Eric Snow now checks in, replacing Tyrone Hill.
Now this is what the Sixers did in game 1. When they won the game, they went to a small lineup. You see Larry Brown trying to encourage Tyrone Hill. But look at the lineup out there now. Basically 4 perimeter players and Dikembe Mutombo. That means one thing. You better rebound the basketball. The Lakers are an excellent offensive rebounding team.
Aaron Fisher playing with the 4 fouls, as is Shaquille O'Neal. 7.5 remaining in this fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Bryant is fouled by Bell.
Everything was good except the foul. You don't want to foul a jump shooter. He was taking a very difficult shot. Raja Bell got up, and instead of just keeping his hand up there, brought his hand through and hit Kobe on the arm. Watch this now, Marv. He squares him up nicely. He's right in front of him. That's great defense. And then he brings the arm down. Keep that arm up. Make him take a tough shot, and don't put him on the line.
Bryant 4 for 4 at the line. Well, following the game on most of these NBC stations, stay tuned for Weakest Link. And for those of you who would like to continue with the NBA Finals, we will have a post-game special on CNBC that'll be immediately following our telecast. The entire crew will recount the game with highlights and live press conference interviews, plus guests from the Lakers and the Sixers. Look back at tonight's game, the NBA Finals post-game special on CNBC. Iverson for 3. So Iverson now has
themselves a chance to win the game. Problem is they missed 10 free throws that really cost them.
Timeout is called. 7:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Lakers now up by 6. Allen Iverson battling through the screen, shooting from downtown, and it cuts it to 6, followed by the turnover.
Well, the inbound pass, Shaquille O'Neal takes the ball inbounds, and who is there? Eric Snow to throw the ball off the Lakers' leg. They're going to have it back coming out of a timeout. Larry Brown's going to diagram his team of play to get a score here. We got a 4-point game. This is Brian Shaw, and he has got to come hard to the basketball. The rule of thumb as you protect the passer. He reaches out with his hands. Eric Snow comes around the backside and knocks it off Shaq's leg. And they go to the timeout, and Phil is not happy at all, letting him know we have got to be strong now during this period of time as they come after us. And he gave Brian Shaw an earful. Brian Shaw is out there for his ball handling, his ability to make shots. But when Jim Gray talked to Phil before the game, he asked him, would we see Harper today? He said, I hope not, but I will not be hesitant to put him in the game. We'll see if we see him here in the last 5 or 6 minutes for stability if the Lakers, start making turnovers.
Ron Harper did not play in game 1. He played 7 minutes, played well. Very important player in the victory in game 2 on Friday night. Has not seen any action thus far this evening. Offensive foul on Iverson, who has to be careful. He already has 1 technical.
Well, Danny Crawford does a good job there and runs away from him, understanding Iverson does have the tee. But here, look at him. He's over on that right hand. You talked about he's got to force him to go left, and Iverson cannot turn that corner. Very fortunate. In a regular season game, he'd have probably got a technical. They would have viewed that as sort of showing up the official, but not today. They're not going to eject him on that, Marv.
First foul called on Iverson. 6.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. Kobe Bryant. And off the rebound by Roger Bell. A foul against the Lakers. It is number 5 on Shaquille O'Neal.
Now, the 76ers have a small lineup on the floor. Does Phil Jackson take Shaq out of the game? Remember, second shots, you got a defensive rebound. Shaq just walked Mutombo underneath the basket. 5 fouls, go right at him here. Maybe Mutombo can foul him out.
Do you stay with Shaq at this point? I
would get him out right now. You're going to need him the last 4 or 5 minutes of this game.
Iverson kicks it out. Here's Bell, rejected by O'Neal, and it will be Sixer ball with 5 on the 24.
Now, one of the things Phil always does during the regular season, he lets his star players play with fouls for moments like this so they know how to play aggressively in foul trouble.
4th block shot for Shaq, who had 8 on Friday. Shot clock running down. McKee, rebounded by O'Neal. So the Lakers back in possession. They lead by 6. Just under 6 remaining in the fourth. Single coverage on O'Neal. Now Snow comes over. Shaw had it poked away. McKee pushing it. McKee has it slapped away by Orr. Good play by Robert Orr.
This is one of the roughest games I've seen, Marv, this year. There's a lot of